What's up, everybody? Hope all y'all are doing undeniably tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. And folks, this week I have been trying to find ways to calm myself down, basically. I've been trying to shift my focus onto other things around me, alright? Pretty much just trying to distract myself, you know? But, yeah, like, earlier this week I kept thinking, I gotta get ready for the next week of SSP. I gotta get ready for the next week of content. I said, James, calm down. Focus on Halloween. You've done this before. I've done this 10 times before. So right now, this past week, I've just had to remind myself that I have to take a deep breath, take this one day at a time, and then go from there. And folks, shout out to Queen Enterprises if you're out there watching this. Love you, bae. I'm actually filming this from her front yard right now. She's kind of busy at the moment. She's off camera right over there by the door. But you'll see her again in an official role here on Sup Everybody again on the 27th, which just so happens to be her birthday. She's gonna be turning 24 this year. Straight up Jeff Gordon mode. Well, yeah, you can tell I'm getting old. Jeff Gordon doesn't even drive that car anymore. I don't even know who is. I know I was getting old because a couple months ago on Raw, somebody drove the 24 car into the arena. I was like, Jeff Gordon? The guy that stepped out of that car was not Jeff Gordon. I was like, what the heck? What have I missed? I mean, I was never a NASCAR fan to begin with, but in my household, my mom was the Jeff Gordon fan. My dad was the Earnhardt fan, both senior and junior. Me, I was just trying to, like, you know, what's the word for it? Be neutral, I guess. I always went for Tony Stewart, I guess. Yeah. If it wasn't Tony Stewart, it was Rusty Wallace. Only just so I could, you know, be different, I guess. What's so funny? Okay. She started laughing off screen over there. But anywho, folks, I want to go ahead and rip this Band-Aid off right quick. I'm not going to leave any hype to the imagination, but I can go ahead and confirm what my costume is going to be for this Halloween. Like, what is going to be the official costume for this year of Halloween? Well, I'm going to be the main man Lobo from DC. Now, earlier this year, I was really contemplating being Daredevil. Through various circumstances, I was really thinking about being Daredevil. But I had to step back and think, Daredevil is probably more popular than Lobo. Matter of fact, I almost guarantee he is. For somebody like me to be unique, for somebody like me to try and be different, I guess. I always try to break the mold, especially around Halloween time, you know? Like, I know lately I've been doing a lot of costumes, like a lot of actual characters, but just from my perspective, from my neck of the woods, the way I cosplay, I don't really see other people doing that with me. Alright? And that just goes back to some of my weird costume designs from other times I remember. Like, frickin' Ernest P. Worrell. I did a Phantom Billy Mays. I once morphed Freddy Krueger in with a pack of baloney. That was like 11 years ago. Listen, Great. A Spider-Man Phantom, that was unique. I'm trying to think what else. Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, that was odd. I had to make my own Piccolo cosplay. Had to make my own Lobo cosplay for this year, but I'll get to that in a minute. Um, Everything I've been as of late, I haven't seen too many of, and I think that's one extra reason why I like being unique, especially on Halloween, on a date that thrives on being unique. Alright? Um, so when it comes to Lobo, like, Lobo is somebody who hasn't even had his own movie. He hasn't even been featured in like a live action DC flick yet. But I'm hearing good things. He might be Jason Momoa coming up soon. Um, the reason why I went for Lobo was because I needed to do some research on this guy, and come to find out, Lobo was actually Stan Lee's favorite DC character of like of them all. I think. I think this is what I was reading on Google. But anywho, when it comes to Lobo though, it was a few months ago. I was watching Death Battle, and I saw a battle of Ghost Rider versus Lobo, and of course, spoiler alert, Ghost Rider won that battle. But still, though, the more I watched it, I was thinking, yo, who the heck is Lobo? And I'll admit, Lobo in that video was making me laugh a little bit. I can't lie. So then I started doing more research on him. I saw some of his cartoon cameos and whatnot through the Justice League and through other DC stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm starting to dig this guy. I think I can work with him. But anyway, this past Saturday I did have my match in Gastonia. Dressed up as Lobo, aka J-Bo. The costume is 100% completely homemade, but oh my goodness, so much paint, so much body paint. Like, I haven't had this much paint on my body since the time I tried cosplaying as Piccolo. But now with me actually wearing a tank top underneath the vest, now I gotta do more of the chest here as well as the arms, but I'm gonna be keeping my elbow pad on though. Now, when it comes to this Helpful Man Halloween flick though, and when it comes to SSP's Multiverse Mayhem and whatnot, I've been wondering about how to address SSP's role in the grand scheme of the multiverse. Alright. So, I was thinking, maybe this needs to be, maybe technically, this needs to be Earth 529. Earth 529. 529 because that's May 29th. I've even looked into it. 529 has not exactly been a claimed number yet on any of the Marvel comics or the MCU or any Marvel thing to begin with. So I am placing my flagpole down on Earth 529 here on SSP. So I'm gonna try to see if I can somehow bring Riddler back, even though Michael Myers killed him back at 22. But yeah. I really didn't have much else to talk about this week except for just, wanting to confirm the Lobo costume for the year, wanting to discuss Halloween plans coming up. I know I'm not going to be able to make it to my church's Fall Festival this year because I'm going to be actually at a wrestling event on the 17th. I'm not wrestling that day, but still. I might be in Ridge Spring this coming Saturday, the 11th. I really can't confirm or deny that yet because I'm just waiting to see how things play out. There's been a lot going on recently. even though I know I might not be able to make it to Ridge Spring, there's a very good chance I might be able to make it back to Greenwood this coming November 8th. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I really didn't have that many updates to discuss with you folks. But yeah, I know this was a short vlog, but thank you for tuning in anyway, I guess. Yeah. Man, I'm trying to rack my brain about what else I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm having a big, massive brain fart moment here. Alright. So, this is what I'm planning for the Halloween special this year. The SelfStandard Show Halloween special this year on October 30th. So far we know we're going to be doing the hilarity footage. That's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. Yes, just like last year with Two-Face, I'm going to be doing cosplaying again at Hilarity. So yes, I will be bringing Lobo with me to Hilarity coming up on the 18th. There's going to be footage of Hilarity. There's going to be footage from my match of the 4th. I may or may not cosplay again in Ridge Spring. That's to be determined. Let's see. Gastonia match, Hilarity footage. I might be going to my first corn maze this month. On my way to Gastonia, we was leaving out of my city. We was on the outskirts of it. I happened to look over, and sure enough, I see a big sign that reads corn maze. So I might want to go into my first corn maze one day. Aw, shucks. Corn maze footage, Hilarity footage, Gastonia match. I might try to sneak in a skit right there around the beginning of it. Oh yeah, the HorrorCon shake my hand and character thing. Might be doing that. So yeah, I'm just trying to get my creative gears to flow. Trying to get my creative gears grinding at the moment. Had to really put my thinking cap on today. You're seeing it in real time, folks. Brainstorming right here in front of your very eyes. Put my thinking cap on. Alright. But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and holy crap, that's a big spider over there. Let's see if y'all can see it. Y'all see that? Ah, there it is. Focus. Not sure if that's a riding spider or not. Yeah, there it is. Okie dokie. Zoom out. Thank you. Alright. Let me go on and wrap this vlog on up now before my mind derails again. Alright, so. Anywho. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. I really don't have any actual content ready for this week. Again, I'm trying to save all my content for Halloween week this year, this month, whatever. But I might still be doing ring ramblings. I think this weekend we got Crown Jewel Perth going on, and we got Bound for Glory happening this weekend. I think Wrestle Dream is next week, but I gotta double check on that one. So, oh man, I gotta think about an extra costume to wear for Halloween Havoc this year. Don't know if I want Lobo to don't know if I want Lobo doing the really don't know if I want Lobo doing the what is it? I don't know if I want Lobo doing the ring rounds or not. I'll leave it up to y'all. Because I know the first time I did a ring rounds for Halloween Havoc, I did Ultimate Warrior. And then last year I did Kane with a C. So, not sure what I'm going to be going for this year, but yeah. Alright. Anywho, thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Spider, for hanging around up there. And, yeah. Until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out. Love you all. Here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.